What is up, guys? In the last video we talked about how you could visually inspect a capacitor to test if it's, or to see if it's bad, and this time we're actually going to do some testing to make sure it's bad. Now make sure you keep your power off and have it unplugged before you actually start to pull the capacitor out to test it. You will need to remove all the wires before you do that, and I would recommend not doing any of this if you do not have any electrical experience. So we're going to be using the Fieldpiece SC76. Has a microfarad reading capacity of up to 340 microfarads. So I'm going to go on and just put that over there. Alright, this one here is a 50-5, so it's wrote here on the label. I know it may be hard to see in the video, but it's wrote here on the label. It has a tolerance of 6%. So that means if the capacitor were to fall in between the ranges of 47 and 53 for the higher range, and then the 4.7 to 5.3 for the lower range, then that capacitor would be good. So let's get it testing out. So we're going to go from common to hermetic, and then we're going to see if that thing's doing any good. Alright, so it's going to be climbing. And it looks like it's going to puzzle out at about 48, so that falls in between 47 and 53. We'll come over here and we'll check between our common and fan. Alright, and so that's going up, and we get 5.0. So that's going to also fall in between 4.7 and 5.3. So this capacitor here is actually still good. Alright, just because it doesn't look good right here doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually still taping. It's actually still reading very well. Now, one thing I will note, when you're using a capacitor tester or you're using a multimeter to test between the two terminals, you may have to scratch the leads in there to actually get it to read some. So on this one we have the 50 and 8, so we should be looking for somewhere between 47.5 and 52.5 for the high, and then 7.6 and 8.4. So again, 4 terminals for the common, 3 terminals for the herm, and 2 terminals for the fan. So I'm betting we're not going to get anything on this one. Alright, you can see I've tried to move it a couple times and it is not reading anything. It may still have something for the fan here, but it looks like both sides are completely gone. Again, if you looked at this thing, you can kind of see it's swole up a little bit, and the bottom doesn't quite lay flat. So this capacitor is no good. Send it off to your favorite recycling place.